Hello, my lovely Gemini. This is your reading for the week of January 19th, or when you hear it and it resonates. So, the first thing that I saw, often see a lot of silver with you, I must admit. Again, I'm seeing silver, but I'm seeing cymbals like you would get in a band, where clash together that make a huge, huge noise. But what's interesting is you're using the symbols to draw attention, and then it's to tell everybody to be quiet. So it's interesting because the first card that I pulled was the shh, quiet card. And so what I'm getting with the feeling of this, and then I'm getting trying versus doing as your thought card. Once you take a step or an action towards goal or intention, it ceases to be trying and becomes doing. Then you get the fierceness card. Engage 100% in whatever it is you're doing, whatever your choice is. Allow yourself to really embody that. So in this case, if it's shh, quiet, what it is, be fierce. Be fierce in your decision, in enforcing a boundary around privacy, personal space, sound. And sound's important for you, Gemini, because you are very much, you're an air sign. So you're going to be very, very inclined to have anything to do with air communication be something that can be really a wonderful thing for you. Again, a strength or a weakness. So a strength might be, for example, a person who is able to listen well, but set a boundary when that's enough. They might be able to create rapport in a situation where they're able to shift a conversation for it to reveal more than just what's surface. It might be that they have, on the opposite side, on the imbalanced side, that they might find it really, really easy to get caught up in listening to other people's stories because it's very natural for them to listen and to like all of that dynamic thought process going on. But while they may be able to do that, they may not be able to determine when doing that is actually draining their energy and when it's strengthening them. Now, of course, Gemini, the thing is, once you know it's draining your energy, what do you do about that? Do you say, oh, well, I can't tell my mother-in-law to be quiet, so obviously I'm not going to do anything. However, what they're saying is even if you just do one small thing to start setting that boundary and you do it with determination, that can be enough to really start the progress and start giving you a sense of the appropriateness of that, because once you start feeling that sense of well-being and space around it, and you feel the dynamic energy of the space and the silence, then that gets to feed another part of you, that deeper, more creative part of you that can use that quality of energy differently. Okay? So trying versus doing, Gemini, remember please that just because you don't think so, mother-in-law again, okay, well, maybe you can't tell your mother-in-law that you don't want to hear her stories today, but maybe what you can do is decide to not call her today, or to call and say, if it's a regular thing that you can't change, perhaps it's calling and saying, look, I'm going to be busy this morning, so I just want to let you know I won't be having a regular chat with you today, or whatever it is. I'm just making that up as I go. But something like that where you create some kind of boundary for yourself around reclaiming some of your space, because it's your head space. Okay? You need to reclaim your head space because it's very dynamic and it wishes to be creative and it wants to explore things. But if it's constantly getting caught up in chewing up things around here that are not moving you forward, it can just be a drain and a frustration. And so now it's time for you to honor that in yourself and to notice how you can do it kindly and without rocking the boat too much. It is doable. Okay? Trying versus doing, Gemini. I have faith. You can. Take care.